Hi, how are you? So, I'm sitting in my bathroom trying to calm down because it was a shitty day. I got called by the daycare to go, your daughter's not leaving the rides, and they had to shut the whole ride down because my daughter wouldn't leave, and she was there for 45 minutes. So, I called the father to see where he's at. Maybe he's close to the area, so that way I could save time and have her taken care of right away, and I wouldn't have to worry about any major situations happening. Well, that didn't help. He didn't want to go. Okay, not a problem. As usual, mom straps on her cape and she goes to go get the daughter. Now, you have to realize my daughter has Down syndrome and ADHD. Pretty cool kid. She's happy, but she is nonverbal pretty much. Legally, she would be nonverbal because um, she can't say certain words, and she's not totally understandable. So I get there. Along the way, I call the wonderful people from Kensington Cops, Kensington Police. Love you guys. You're awesome. To see, because I've always taught my daughter to be very to respect police. To see if they could go coax her off the ride, because I was roughly an hour away, roughly, because I was in Charlottetown and this happened in Kensington. Anywho, they took her, they went to go see her, and they couldn't get her off. So by the time I got there, my daughter was on this ride for about an hour and a half. Or, well, they said she was on there for 45 minutes already, and then I got there 45 minutes later. So it'd be about an hour and a half. Anyhow, that's beside the point. So I come in there, and there's this old man running the rides. Danelle's sitting in the airplane, real excited, wanting to go more, which is her favorite word, more. Anyhow, as a result, the ride was just sitting there. Now, when I got there, right away, this old man's complaining to me that, do you realize how many rides, how much money we lost? We could have had people on these rides, blah, 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 blah. And then a mother grabs her child and she says, do you, or no, she says, oh, thank God, finally. And she grabs her kid. So I'm kind of like, I'm really, for lack of a better expression, pissed off. Not at my daughter, but at the reaction of the people around her. They don't realize that when you have a special needs child, I did mention, by the way, my daughter has Down syndrome and ADHD, and mentally speaking, she's about the equivalent of maybe a 5-year-old, although she's 14. And she's stubborn as the day is long. She gets it from me. And her comprehension level can be that of when a person's going through terrible twos. Anywho, this man is basically mouthing off to me. And at that point, I was thankful for the Kensington Police to be there, because I'd never in my whole entire life wanted to rip the face off of somebody. I wanted to rip his face off. And I wanted to kick that woman, that mother, in the ass for being such a douche. Pardon my language. Because they acted so inappropriately around my daughter. Rather than understanding, okay, she has basically no comprehension level of what's going on And all she knows is she wants to go and ride more. But these people were so insensitive to her and acted so inappropriately that it's disgraceful. And basically, I'm making this so they understand that me not saying much to them, I basically put my hand in his face and said, psh, when he was mouthing off to me, it's like, psh, I didn't want to talk to him. Part of that was because the cops were there and I probably wouldn't have talked for too much longer. I would have probably just hit him. Thank you, Kensington Police, for being there. But the other part is that I respect my daughter. I respect her and love her so much that people's ignorance like that, not worth my time. Not worth my time. I think that people need to understand that my silence on it all is not because I agree or feel bad for them or am ashamed of my daughter's behavior, because I'm not. I'm not. She's a girl, she's a kid, she's happy, and she's doing what she wants to do, which is normal for any child, developmentally speaking, at her age. So my silence is not compliance. It's that you're not worth my time. You're not worth my time, and I respect and love my daughter too much to cause a scene in front of her. So I'm here. I usually don't wear makeup. I was going to put a little bit of makeup on and kind of like, make it so that I'm halfway presentable. But this is how I usually am when I go out because, I work, I go to school. Yeah, I go to school at 46. And I take care of my daughter. So this is how I usually look. So if you see me and you act inappropriately around my daughter, I'm not agreeing with you. I may not say it to you right away, but you better damn well believe it. Once my daughter's out of my sight and she's away somewhere where she can't hear mommy, you're going to hear it. Because your behavior is unacceptable. Your behavior is unacceptable, and I'm right now going to call that place to let them know that the behavior was unacceptable. And I want to let everybody else know because PEI is in its tourist season right now. And there's a lot of like rides and stuff like that. And because she's with her day camp program, she's probably going to be out and about there. And I'm positive this is not going to be my last call. I can pretty much guarantee that one. Probably won't even be my last call for this week. But I can guarantee one thing. That when I go to see her, will act respectfully. Because my daughter doesn't need to see mommy getting crazy on somebody. But I'm not being compliant with what you're trying to give me. I'm being respectful to my daughter. And just be happy that she's there. Because you don't want me getting mad at you. Bye.